All right, guys, I'm going live again with another video today. So I am coming out of the baby portal. My daughter was just born a week ago, and I messed up, guys. I messed up on something here, possibly, not for certain, actually. But I've been talking about this global liquidity line, this yellow line here. I did get updates from some of my colleagues who have been doing deeper research as I have been away taking care of my baby girl who was just born. And they have discovered that, well, basically you can offset this yellow line here, this global liquidity line. And my colleagues have figured out that historically, when we offset this line, I could show you guys this indicator here. You can pull it up here, but you can actually choose the offset. I had it, I believe I had it at 75. It was like this, and I've been showing this for many months. And so I was thinking there could be a possibility that we start heading up from here. Clearly, today we are not getting that uptick there, so this could be incorrect. And so they're saying that at 108 offset, 108 days offset gets much more accurate correlation to the Bitcoin price action over the last, 30 days, 90 days, and a couple years. So this could be more likely that Bitcoin follows this line. And as you can see, after we got this, kind of these peaks here, a week ago, or a little bit more than a week ago, we've been falling off ever since. And that kind of lines up with this right here, falling off. And then it doesn't really start going back up until May 1st. So that actually lines up pretty well with this also, this potential. Okay, so this Bitcoin death cross here. This is the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. If you see, let me brighten the screen a little bit more here, actually. And so this red line crossing this blue line is going to happen approximately April 5th or 6th if it continues on this trend. So hopefully you can see those lines. But yeah, it's that red line crossing this blue line. And let's look historically at what has happened when those two lines have crossed. Let me first take off this yellow line here, clean it up. But like I always say, none of this content is financial or investment advice. This content is intended for educational purposes only. And we look at the last time these lines crossed, we got the red crossing over the blue. Bitcoin did come up to that blue line before it got rejected again, but that was arguably kind of in the middle of the bull run. So we did recover after that, as everybody knows. That was back in August last year. We had it happen briefly September 2023, and we did recover after that. So it happened twice in this bull run, and it's happening for a third time coming up here. If we look at the last bull run, well, arguably it happened 3 times as well. Well, actually more than that. It happened once here, 2019, and Bitcoin got a pump and that got rejected, so it fell down further. Tried to recover, and then we had COVID, and then it slowly recovered, but yeah, that was a massive dump there, obviously. And then in 2021, when it was the end of the first peak, they had that cross and Bitcoin, headed lower. It was able to recover for another run there before it crossed down again. That red line crossed down below the blue line, and Bitcoin really fell off a cliff into the bear market there. So either we are in this scenario where we are headed down and we're going to have another pump, which actually, according to that global liquidity line, like I was saying, that pump could start in May, really. if it correlates with the 108 days offset. So this scenario certainly could happen. But then once those lines cross again, then it could be the bear market. Or we're already at the end. We've already reached the peak and we're heading into a bear market. But yeah, like I was saying, this global liquidity line signals that we could be getting another run there. I mean, that's a lot of liquidity. That's a big pump. We haven't seen a pump like that since, you know, October, November. Well, really November of last year when we got that huge pump. We also comparable to February of last year where we got a huge Bitcoin pump from 39,000 to 72,000. Wow. I mean, this is a massive liquidity pump there. So it's probably going to spill over into crypto, if you ask me. But unfortunately, not like my last video said. Last video before I got this update fully, coming out of sleep deprivation and, you know, taking care of my baby, changing diapers throughout the night. I'm finally getting this updated information. So it looks like it's probably more likely that this pump could start in May versus my last video I was saying it could be tomorrow. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see the confirmation. I mean, nothing's perfect. This analysis certainly isn't perfect, probably. So it could pump anywhere from now to May 1st. But like I was saying, this is probably more accurate based on just the data. This is much higher correlation with things going off in May. Okay, if we even go further back in history, you know, when we get this death cross, historically, at least for Bitcoin, but really I also looked at the NASDAQ. Historically, you know, death cross usually brings further downside. And it could be short-term downside or long-term. Long-term, it could be a bear market. Short-term, it could be further dumping. And we're already getting that dumping right now, if you haven't noticed already. Bitcoin's looking a bit weak. Altcoins are getting smashed. So, in all transparency, I went into mostly cash again. All right, because I'm just not really liking further downside risk right now. I'm not willing to take that risk right now with a family, with my baby born. I don't need to deal with a bunch of stress right now. So I'm in mostly cash again. And I will seriously consider buying back in about a few weeks. But yeah, I mean, if you see this death cross over here as well, we got a bit further downside before recovery. So could be a good buy opportunity the next couple weeks, really. But yeah, just looking at Bitcoin death cross in history, could be a bit further downside, as we haven't yet gotten that cross, but we've gotten that cross. Actually, not for XRP. XRP is one of the only altcoins that's not getting it. Solana's got the death cross. Oh, Cardano didn't get it yet. Cardano's holding it. Ethereum got a massive cross. Sui got a cross. And, you know, all these other, let's see. Yeah, most of the altcoins. Render, let's see. Yeah, Render got a cross. Dot, yeah, so most of the altcoins. But yeah, looking pretty weak for a lot of the altcoins out there. Clearly. So let's see what else. Another concern is, thought I'd mention this, but I mean, I created this indicator based on the Dow Jones 2-month chart, and typically when the stochastic RSI peaks and crosses down, typically that's a bear market, and we are getting that cross down. So that's just another concern. Major concern for the bulls there. Hate to say it. Could there be another pump? Yeah, there certainly could be, but overall, yeah, the macro is looking a bit bearish there. especially because when the macro stalls out, then crypto can suffer. So that's the reason I'm mostly in cash right now. I'm more on the cautious side at the moment. And I think that's a majority of what I want to cover here. I just wanted to let you guys know that things have changed a bit here. Needed to give you guys the update. Let's see what comments we have. The global liquidity index has been fairly accurate so far, so I'm more inclined to believe a May pump. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so I definitely wanted to give you guys this update because even in my last video, I didn't have this updated global liquidity. Here it is again. Could be a bit further downside or sideways action for the next couple weeks, or it could be full month here. There is a little uptick in mid-April, but things don't really get going until May, it looks like. And that, I mean, look at that pump there. Major. And, all right. So, yeah, I wanted to give you guys this update. We could take a peek really quick at the astrology. I mean, Neptune just went into Aries. And well, anyways, I will give a Bitcoin astrology update video for the month of April very, very soon. And so in order to get that video, all you got to do is subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and YouTube will likely notify you of my next video, the April Bitcoin astrology, which is going to be a huge update video. All right, so stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, everybody. Have a great evening.